What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another card review / discussion type video. I'm not quite sure what to actually call them since they are technically card reviews, but technically speaking I also just go on tangents just discussing random things that also include the card in question. But anyway, this card review is going to be on Burying Mirror Force, which is going to be coming out in Breakers of Shadow. It is not an OCG exclusive or anything like that. It's 100% part of the core set. And in fact, I think there are no more OCG exclusives starting with Breakers of Shadow. I may be wrong on that, but anyway, this card overall is probably the shittiest Mirror Force that's being printed. Wait. No, Dark Mirror Force exists. Never mind. Second shittiest Mirror Force. Like, this card doesn't really seem to have any overarching sense of purpose other than it being an extremely situational Book of Eclipse. Like, overall, I don't see this card seeing that much use or play when it comes out. But anyway, its effect is, for those of you that don't know or haven't read the screen by this point, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, change all attack position monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position. Monsters changed to face down defense position by this effect cannot change their battle positions. So even the monsters that have not battled yet cannot change their battle position. Whether or not they were summoned that turn, changed or anything like that, that doesn't matter. If it was put face down by this effect, it can't be flipped back until the following turn. So, overall, like I said, it just seems like a really shitty Book of Eclipse. I mean, I don't think this card is going to see play. There are plenty of other cards that should see play before this card does, i.e. Blasting Mirror Force or Blazing Mirror Force, whatever its name ended up being in the TCG, the Fire one, the Burn You one, and then Sandstorm, or not Sandstorm, this is the Sandstorm, Storming Mirror Force. Storming Mirror Force, and then obviously regular Mirror Force. Thus all having, those are all infinitely more playable than this card seems to be, because this card doesn't even solve any problems. Blazing Mirror Force has its drawback of you take burn damage first, thus causing you to possibly lose if you activate it. Storming Mirror Force has the drawback of the monsters go back to the hand, but sometimes that's actually beneficial depending on which matchup you are playing against. Regular Mirror Force just destroys the monsters, which is generically good and tried and true throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! But in recent times, with the more amounts of true floaters that are being introduced into the game, it's kind of hard for that regular Mirror Force to do much in the face of a heavy floater-based meta, especially with Pendulum Summoning coming out and being more supported. Regular Mirror Force is nothing more than just like an buy you a turn card now, rather than blowing your opponent out for overextending into a Mirror Force. But this card doesn't really do any of those things that those cards serve, any of those purposes. At least with Blazing Mirror Force, if you hit like a bunch of monsters, you'll burn, and your opponent will burn as well. With Storming Mirror Force, it can clear the threats. With regular Mirror Force, it can clear the threats. So this doesn't do anything to clear threats, and I find that a bit off-putting for this card. This card could have been really good, but I think they're just making it just for the sake of it being a Mirror Force card. I don't see this card having any potential use. Maybe in some deck like Ghost Tricks or something, where you benefit from all your opponent's monsters being face down. Something like that, but any sort of Tier 1 to Tier 2 strategy is not really going to benefit from this card, and I don't see this card seeing any sort of play. Those are my 2 cents on this card. I think this card is actually just pretty lackluster in terms of what the Mirror Force slew of cards that we've been getting are. Now, I believe there's still maybe like 1 or 2 Mirror Force cards that we should be getting. I think we should get a water one with this pattern, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Maybe so, just one more. But I'm curious to see what that one does in the set after Breakers of Shadow. But ultimately, this one, Konami kind of dropped the ball on this one. It's kind of shitty. It kind of sucks. Still not as bad as Dark Mirror Force, though. That card sucks. Banish the defense position monsters? How are you going to trigger it? So you're triggering Dark Mirror Force because your opponent's attacking you, right? But then Dark Mirror Force banishes defense position monsters. So your opponent's triggering Dark Mirror Force, but they have defense position monsters too? Oh, I see. Shittiest Mirror Force. Confirmed. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this card. Some people had, been wanting my opinions on the new cards from the new set, and this is one of the ones that came up, so I figured I would do a video topic discussing it. But anyway, as always guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, do all that nonsense. Like the video if you like the content I've been producing and want to support my channel's growth now as well as in the future. All that same old nonsense. Links are in the description to both my Facebook pages if you want to chat with me, connect with me, whatever. Definitely check those out. Click an ad if you have not. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. If you have an ad block enabled, just do me a quick favor. Take a couple seconds out of your day. Take the ad block off. Refresh the video. Click an ad or two, whatever you'd like to do, and then put the ad block back on when you're done. It takes seconds out of your day, and it helps me out a lot, and I would be greatly appreciative to you if you would do so. But if you don't want to do so, I mean, hell, I can't force you, and at the end of the day, you're going to do what you're going to do. Just know that it's a great way to support me if that's what you are interested in doing right now. But that is all for this video. Suggest in the comments down below of other cards from the newer sets that you would like me to do reviews on, or message them to me on Facebook. Either way is fine, and I will go about getting to them if you want my opinions on a specific card, whether it's what you would consider good, or if it's niche or not, or even if it's just like a really oddball card. Just definitely suggest it down below, and I will definitely look into it if it's something that you want to see. But anyway, as always guys, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.